Hi 2017, congratulations on making it to senior spring.
Hi 2017!
Hello seniors.
Well, what a terrific opportunity to talk to the graduating senior class.
Congratulations on making it to senior spring. I hope you make it to graduation.
My one piece of advice during this time is to check out this really cool place that's apparently nearby Harvard. It's called Boston. It's this beautiful city that I wish I had known about during my time at Harvard. Maybe it's pronounced Boston. There are a lot of statues, maybe it's French. Anyway, go get to know this area that you live in before you no longer call it home.
Have as much fun as possible. College is the best. And I don't know as many of you as I'd like, but you seem really wonderful. So I hope you enjoy time with each other. Try not to stress out too much. I promise you'll get those theses done. And I have some good news to report too, which is that the real world is really fun.
So let me start by congratulating you all on reaching this point in your career. You, by getting into Harvard, have passed through the finest filter you will ever need to pass through, and that's an accomplishment. Now, if we've done our jobs right, what you have learned is a lot of content and some techniques about how to learn by yourselves. And so my advice to you is to keep using the techniques, keep learning as you go forward. We seem to be in dark times, but what will make us survive the era of post-truth is people who know how to distinguish the truth from what is not the truth, and who are able to teach themselves whatever they need as they move forward in life. So my advice to you is to keep learning, keep thinking about the truth, and understand that the career of learning has only just started, has not ended.
Hold on to your friendships. I think what you'll find is that you may never make friendships that are as deep and intimate as the ones that you formed here in these last 4 years as you were in the process of becoming. And those are relationships that need to be nurtured, even as you are separated by great distances. And one of the reasons is because those are the relationships that will really sustain you when you face setbacks. And the setbacks are almost inevitable. That's just a part of being human. And there are also relationships that will help reconnect you to the person you were when you were here. And I think you'll find in 10, 20, 30, 40 years that you will have moments where you will need to be reconnected to that person.
As you go out into the world and find the things that you're passionate about, your career, your interests, your hobbies, never forget that love is really, really important. Never forget that that requires a lot of compromise and sacrifice, sharing of interests, and that it's going to be arduous and difficult to have those kind of conversations with the person or people you spend your life with, but they're the most important thing. That's the foundation of everything else. And you can't lose sight of that even as you chase all your prestige and awards and positions. That's just a crucial thing. And I'm wishing you the best, not just in your pursuit of success materially, professionally, but also in pursuit of your success of love and fulfillment in your personal life.
I guess I'd have to say my biggest piece of advice for senior spring is to have fun. It's but be safe. Be safe, but have fun with your friends. It's a good time, and go to Felipe's rooftop bar as much as you can. Because that only really entered the equation about halfway through my senior spring, and I really wish I could have had more time there, So have fun, still do well in your classes, but YOSO, you only senior spring once, unless you get held back, but have fun.
I hope you will take some time to reflect. Who are you now? How have you changed since you arrived at Harvard? How are you the same? And what matters the most to you? How do you think you want to live your life?
Follow what I call the 4 L's. You have to live, learn, and love locally.
The best piece of advice I have to you is to make sure that you live lives beyond yourselves, to build a world that is more inclusive and more just and more equitable than you find it, because you all have so much to give to the world. But if you only give to the world in a way that takes from it so that you reinforce your own privileges and your own power and your own safety and security, you will not have done all that you can do to make the world the kind of world that we have yet to see, but that's possible if all of you devote yourselves to it.
The other message that I have for you comes from a colleague and a former student named Michael Johnston, who is a senator in Colorado. And he talks about when people ask you, what are you going to do? And I'm sure you're all getting this question. That's the wrong question. The question that you should tell them to ask you is, what problem are you going to work on? Because it's not about a title, it's not about doctor, it's not about whatever you decide. It's what problem do you want to devote yourself to in your future?
My advice is simple. Take some time out. Yes, you've got all sorts of great things lined up. You have medical school shining on the horizon. You have law school. You're going to be a management consultant, or you're joining Goldman Sachs. Congratulations. Maybe a career in politics beckons. Goldman Sachs, I believe, is the hotline to the cabinet these days. Anyway, well done. Do that. And yes, you're made, you've got money, you're going to be successful, it's great, but boy, will you have missed out of things. You're entering a career tunnel. Now look, career's a good thing. We all, well, not we all, some of us eventually get them, but you're going to emerge from the end of that career tunnel when you retire, which is a few years hence, okay? What you will have missed out on is freedom to explore, freedom to have an adventure. So that's what I'm saying. Take some time out. And now is the time to do it. Why? Because at the moment you're young and reasonably hale and hearty. When you're retired, you'll be crotcheting around on your arthritic hips. 2, you have a passport. You have a credit card, you have the wherewithal to earn a little bit of money. But the critical thing is, you don't have any serious obligations, any serious responsibilities. Most of you don't have children. Most of you don't even have a pet guinea pig, okay? Now is the time, a crystalline moment in your life, when you have the freedom and the opportunity to go and do cool things. Go to Australia, buy a beat-up van in Melbourne, and drive around the country for 6 months. You won't be able to do that when you're 35. You won't be able to do it when you're 45. And when you're 75, you'll be incapable of driving that far. Okay?
Congratulations. Those 4 years went by extremely fast. So that also means that I'm 4 years older. You guys are the cream of the crop. And what I would suggest is follow your heart, do what you want to do, and good luck. Don't forget to come visit.